Well, here we are. Welcome. It's NFT Talk Tuesday. It is January 10th, 2023. It's been a big week in the world of Solana NFTs. That's going to be the main focus today. We've had a big movement in price, a big shakeup in the NFT space, and just a lot of exciting other announcements and news. We're going to cover all of it in the next hour. So before we jump into it, as always, I'd like to suggest, highly, subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment, share it with a friend. I do this every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm here in Texas, and I just want this to be a really casual meeting place to talk about all things Solana, NFTs, crypto. I want to learn. I'm really just inquisitive, and I want to just continue to build on the infinite road of knowledge. I guess that didn't really make sense, but you know what I'm trying to say. So let's dive into it. We're going to start first by just taking a look at the price of Solana itself. It's been a very exciting week, and I think it's a great place to start today. So let's shift gears. Bang. And here we are. Now we got to grab the window. Oops, I thought we had it. My bad. There we go. All right, and here we are. So here on Coinbase, let's take a look at Solana. So currently, it has a price of $16.22, which is very, very exciting. The reason I think that's exciting, obviously, if you are a part of this space, you understand the struggles that we've been through. We'll take a look at the past week. Right here, you can see not even there. Let's see. Let's go the past month. So we got down to $8 December 29th. So right before the new year, really took a plunge. I mean, it really wasn't anything crazy for, we'll take a look just for perspective, historical perspective. All time goes back to June of 2020. It was about under $1, which is pretty wild to think about, where we're complaining that it was like $8. So you got to remember, in the grand scheme of things, Solana is in a good spot. I've seen a lot of hate online. You need to understand these markets are incredibly volatile, and anything could happen. I'm not saying I know what's going to happen, because I certainly do not. But I think perspective has a lot to do with this whole space that we live in. So, remember, it was down below $1 for a while, and then, it spiked to 356. What the local high there was 416, and really just kind of stayed pretty flat for a while. And then in early 2021, that's when we start to see the price increase. It got up to $58.30 a coin, crashed all the way, and that was in, what was that, May of 2021, crashed down to 22.14 in July of 2021, and then the real bull run happened. In a span of a couple months, in November of 2021, it got up to $260. Absolutely outrageous it got that high. Not to say that I don't think it'll happen again. I'm just saying it's nostalgic to look back on that and be like, wow, that was imagine my portfolio if it was $260 compared to the $13 that it is today. But hindsight's 2020, and I wasn't even a part of this whole ecosystem. That's when, unfortunately, this is exactly when I started to get into this. So I bought the top of the bull run. So unfortunately for me, it was not a good situation. But hey, neither here nor there. I think that we still have a bright future ahead of us, and I'm here for the experience, the community, and I'm really just here to learn. So, but moving forward, so we were at 260 all-time high in the crypto world. That's called ATH. If you see that written somewhere, all-time high. That's used in crypto and in NFT language as well. So obviously we've been in a pretty steady decline ever since it did make a mini bull run here to 136.93 back April 3rd of 2022, but then continued this downward pattern. So when I say it's been a big week for crypto in the grand scheme of, big week for Solana in the grand scheme of things, obviously this is not very impressive, but let's take a look at the past month. So we did hit a month-long high on January 9th. We got up to $17.56, just under that $18 mark. So that was good. Great indication, a great sign. Obviously, we've been swinging all over the place. Now, the past week, that is the all-time, or I'm sorry, that's the high for the week too on January 9th. So it's been a good week. It's been a really good week for Solana. I want to see it rebound. There seems to be resistance at that 17 price point, so we'll see if it continues to hit that. But just wanted to kind of go over what's been going on in the world of the coin itself with Solana. So the next part of the show, I always like to just kind of go over my wallet, show you what NFTs I have. So I did make a move. I did consolidate most of my NFTs from, I had them in multiple different wallets. This is my Ledger wallet. So I threw these. If you don't know what a ledger is something that stores your key off the internet, off your wallet, your Phantom wallet. Phantom wallet is the wallet that you use primarily. I mean, that's the mostly used wallet for Solana. So even if your wallet gets hacked, they need the key in order to hack your wallet. So they can't do anything with it if they do hack it. So the key, it looks like a little thing like this, and it is invaluable. I would highly suggest, if you're into Solana NFTs, or any NFTs, buying a ledger. It's a great way to store it. I could take this, I could throw it in the toilet, I could heave it in the middle of the throughway, just buy a new one, use my passcode to get in, and it's all protected. So highly suggest doing it if you're in this space. So my estimated value of all the NFTs that I own are 194 Solana. So pretty good. Compared to what I had. But hey, we're here for a learning experience, like I mentioned. So I want to just show you a couple of the projects that I really like, that I like to talk about. And I think this space is really cool because there's so many different things out there and so many different interests that people have. People like to learn about new projects, and hey, if you got something that you find interesting, throw it my way. I'll be more than happy to take a look at it and maybe get in on it. I'm always looking for the new fun thing. So Alpha League Racing is the first one that I want to talk about here. As you can see, I am all in with these guys. Floor price of 0.4. I have 11 of these guys. Now, what this is a play-to-earn racing game. They actually have the game. It exists. We're going to play it at the end of the stream here. But what this game is, they have tournaments all the time. They're always building. There's different levels of cars, different evolutions, they call them. The higher the number, the faster your car is, and the harder it is to control. But it's just, I'm not going to get into the weeds with it. We'll talk about it when we play it. But it's a really cool project. Great team. Down-to-earth people. And shameless plug, I am going to be doing a Twitter Spaces with them starting on Mondays. They are building a lot. So Alpha League Racing, that's the first one we're going to talk about. All right, let's go back. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we're talking about here. Bored Ape Solana Club. Now, this is one I do talk about quite a bit. And the reason I talk about this one, obviously, this is a bit of a derivative project from the Bored Ape Yacht Club, one of the most, if not the most, iconic project on the NFT world. Everyone's seen them. You've seen celebrities get in on it. So this project is not meant to be a copycat. This project is meant to be an ode to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Now, you do see the distinctive background. It is the Solana colors. And that, hey, Betsy. Thanks for subscribing, Betsy. I hope you're enjoying the show. Feel free to comment and participate. I do this every Tuesday. But Bored Ape Solana Club, like I said, they're a derivative project, but they are meant to pay homage to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. You can see the distinctive Solana background on there to really make it pop, to show that it is different. It's not meant to be a copycat. So I think, in at least my personal opinion, I think there is a spot for derivative projects moving forward. I think it's a lot of people coming into this space. This is a relatively low entry point for people to get in and say, hey, I got a Bored Ape. It's kind of a status kind of thing. Obviously, doesn't carry the same weight as Bored Ape Yacht Club, but I think it's got its space. So Bored Ape Solana Club, that is one that I really like. All right, let's move on. Cats on Crack. This one, I don't have many premier blue chip Solana NFTs, but Cats on Crack is one of them that I own. So we'll take a look at their whole thing here. So they got a floor price of 27.1. Look at this volume, 608,000 all-time volume. It's a wild community. You can see it's just kind of a bunch of drugged out cats, but there's definitely a lot more to it. I'm not going to really dive into it here. But this was the first project that I really threw a hefty amount of investment into being a part of. So I'm proud that I'm a part of the community, and I really like the Cats on Crack. So good for them. That's Cats on Crack. All right. Moving on. Degenerate Trash Pandas. This one is one that I'm relatively new to. I bought this, I think, a week or two ago. They're a part of the Degenerate Ape Academy. It's a part of that whole ecosystem. I didn't have enough money, to throw at a degenerate ape, but I did want to be in this kind of world that they've created. So with the entry price, I did buy it for around this floor price when Solana was about half the price it is now. Inhabiting their own underworld society, the Degenerate Trash Pandas are governed by no individuals and live by no rules. What they have is their trash, and their trash is their treasure. They'll do whatever they can to get their dirty little paws on it. Check pandas have rain here, and you can see what they look like. Pretty cool color scheme, and they're silly, just a funny PFP, I believe. But the whole ecosystem and team behind this project, they are builders. I know you hear that a lot. They have a track record, though, of delivering on what they are promising, and they continue to build week over week, month over month, and at this point, year over year. Degenerate Trash Pandas. That is them. Okay, let's keep moving here. Let's see. GMers. This one, no, stick with me here. It's kind of a silly project. Obviously, it's a little goofy. The art is not meant to be something that's blowing you away. I do like this project because I think Solana, especially community, is everything with these projects, and GMers definitely has one. Now, I think that floor price is low because if you take a look, it's a collection of 50,000 of these things. So, I mean, if you're looking for a fun project, a great community to be a part of at a low entry point, GMers could be the one for you. There are so many different characteristics that you can filter by. Chances are you can find one that tickles your fancy that you can hop in on. If you noticed, mine had the cowboy hat. Where'd he go? I don't know how to navigate this better. Here, I got the cowboy hat guy. I'm from Texas. Well, I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, but I live in. I'm going to switch the camera. There we go. I live in Texas now, so I like having the cowboy hat NFTs. I try to collect those if they are available in the project. But it's a really fun community, and it's just built on the meme in this world. You say good morning, say it back. It's kind of like a funny trope, and they built a project on it. So I think the low floor price isn't because they're not in demand. I think it's because there's 50,000 of them, so there's just a huge supply. But if you take a look at this low floor price, put that in perspective, they've done just under 50,000 Solana all time. Pretty darn impressive for a project with that many. So I think this is a good project if you are looking for a good one to really understand what community is like in this world and to get in on a low floor price project. So GMers, there we go with them. Let's keep moving on. What else are we looking at? Let's see. Netrunner. Netrunner is a very interesting one. This one has kind of not skyrocketed, but their floor price has gone up pretty steadily. And reason being is because it's a portfolio tracker for tax reporting. So it's not a coincidence, I think, that this project is starting to take off this time of year. Taxes are on everybody's mind, especially it's kind of uncharted waters, uncharted territory. A lot of people don't really know what to do with their taxes, so this is going to help make it a little bit easier for you. And I'm going to take a look at their analytics. All time. Look at we just hit an all-time high in January 2nd, about a week ago. So you can see it's on a steady trajectory upward. So maybe one that you want to hop in on pretty quickly if this is something that's interesting to you, because these are going to probably continue to go up. That would just be my guess. Again, not financial advice. I'm an idiot. I'm just making a stab in the dark here. But you can see a pretty thin floor to get to 7 here. And then once we get to 7, there's only 4 at 7. And then they get to 7.5. And then 8. So thin floor. These next tiers are pretty quick and fast and furious. So it might be time to get in on this one if you are interested. Let's keep moving on here to keep the show going. I don't want to spend all night in my wallet. Moonland Metaverse. I really like this project. I bought these 2 addresses. 175 JPEG Boulevard and 19 Wen Moon Lane. This is a really unique project because I think this is the biggest opportunity, at least in my opinion, in terms of like, if you were to say different areas of NFTs, you know, like metaverse, and then you have like gaming, and then you have like music. You know, I think that Moonland has a real opportunity to be one of the premier metaverse projects on the Solana NFT system. I liken it to the internet in the early days of the web. You know, think about, there were a million different search engines, and then really when you think search engine, you think one thing, and that's Google, right? Well, I think metaverses are going to wind up being like that. Right now on Ethereum, you know, Sandbox is really the project. Decentraland is also another big one. Solana really doesn't have that big-time premier metaverse project. There's a lot building. The Yakuverse is another one that I think has a lot of potential. But Moonland, I think they have a playable demo, and they're consistently showing proof of concept and work they're building. So Moonland Metaverse, interesting project there. Pixel Pups Pack. Shout out to the Pixel Pups Pack. I always shout them out. This is a great project to get into if you are interested in getting into a project. Like maybe this is for beginners, or if you have a passion for animals. So this is where, you know, the rubber meets the road when you hear the term utility thrown around. So it's a really low floor price, 0.22. I have 21 of these bad boys. So as you can tell, I am all in with these guys. But the portions from every purchase go towards animal shelters around the world. So it goes to a really good cause. When the situation in Ukraine happened, I was connected with an animal shelter in Ukraine, right in Kiev, that was having issues getting supplies to their animals, and I was able to do a fundraising event for them through my athletic endeavors, and really doing some good in the world. So that's what I really love, and I see the opportunity for NFTs having a real purpose in the real world. So Pixel Pups Pack. That is another great project to get into if you're just getting into the Solana space, or if you want to do some good. Let's see. Let's keep chugging along here. Shredded Apes. I just want to see. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to talk about like 2 or 3 more, and then we'll get moving on. We'll take a look at the market here. Shredded Apes. I'm an athlete. I work out quite a bit. I'm a triathlete. I'm a trainer at a gym. So this caught my eye just because, like, it obviously has the word, shredded and gym, and I'm like, this could probably got to do something with athletics or sports or working out. And boy, was I right. So the floor price on these is 4.1, which I think is absolutely criminal. I have no idea how this project is still such a low entry point. The art is great, but that's not even why you buy it. You buy it because you can stake it. It earns a way token, and then that way token is usable in the whole ecosystem that they have. So you can buy it, use it to buy supplements, some of their clothing, some like towels and stuff like that. So it's a really, really cool project with a lot of utility to it if you are someone who works out. The art is pretty goofy. It makes for a great PFP. If you follow me on Twitter, my profile picture is me in a triathlon, but it has my Shredded Apes head. So that's a reference to this. And they just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. So in the Solana NFT world, that might as well be a decade. So congratulations, Shredded Apes, on a year of a successful project. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you continue to deliver over the course of many, many years to come. Also, they have a project called, not a project, it's a part of the project called Shred Camp. You can use my code, it's in the link below. It's a transformation. So everybody loves having an online coach. Everyone loves that idea. Well, this takes it a step further. So I'm going to put all the information in there. You get a real certified high-level coach to personally be your guide for getting you to your goals. So that's a part of Shredded Apes, and I would highly suggest taking a look at that if you're interested. Moving forward, onward from Shredded Apes, we're going to take a look at the Solana Squirrels. It's just, I'm in love with this project. Again, you'll see by the number of items that I have here. I have 18 of them, so I'm really in love with this project. It really serves no utility. The only reason I like them is because the the art did catch my attention. This is actually the background on my watch. Can't see it, but it is. And the artist is a real sweet person and very just humble and a hard worker. They really have a just small, tight-knit community. So I love to continue to support small projects like this, and I will continue to buy these things. Solana Squirrels ain't going anywhere. All right. So that's my Solana Squirrel collection. Moving on. And it's a low entry point. Floor price of 1 right now. Soul Punks. Very, very similar to the Bored Ape Solana Club in terms of history and where they're positioned. They have the same concept. Their background does pop with that Solana background. If you are unaware, Pixel Punks are one of the premier projects on the Ethereum blockchain. So Soul Punks is an ode to them. But Soul Punks actually does have a bit of a unique history, as they were the first Solana NFT project to completely mint out on this chain. It's a really cool history. So if you want to be a part of history, grab a Soul Punk. They have all different kinds of Soul Punks that you can see here, all different kinds of traits and characteristics that you'd be able to filter by. So find one that you love, grab one if you're interested. This one does have a lot of history. And the last one I wanted to show you, let's get down there. I wanted to show you, which one did I want to show you? I wanted to show you the Soul Shades. So when you talk about real life utility with an NFT, Soul Shades is it. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you have seen me wear these before. So I'm going to click on it. Now the floor price is only 0.64. So that's not a lot of money. Remember, the price of Solana right now is it says $16, just under $16. So they're the first sunglasses wearable in the metaverse and in real life. So the NFT vouchers give you access to the physical pair of RFID integrated shades, authenticating NFT connected to the shades, and a digital wearable version through RFID technology. So they have different types. So if you look at the edition, you have Ice, Solana, Fire, or Premier. You can take a look on their website to see what the different ones look like. But you buy the NFT, you redeem it, you get a pair in the mail. They're really hot. I wear them everywhere. I get complimented on them quite a bit. So Solana, Soul Shades, a very cool project with great real-life utility. And I wear them when I race. I wear them when I train. I wear them to the ballpark. I'm going to see a baseball game or whatever. I get compliments on them. A very great project that's a low floor price and entry point. All right. So that's going to do it for kind of taking a look at my wallet. Let's shift gears. Let's take a look at just kind of the state of the marketplace here. I always like to take a look. Things change so often here, and this week was no different. Now, with the idea of the D-Gods and Utes kind of getting off the Solana NFT chain, I don't exactly know the specific timeline when that's going to be happening. It's going to be happening soon, though. So, a little bit of a history lesson for you. If you're unaware, D-Gods was a project that absolutely took Solana by storm. If you were to create an analogy, you would say the Bored Ape Yacht Club is to Ethereum as the D-Gods are to Solana. They're far and away the most popular, most expensive NFT project on the blockchain. I'm just going to pull them up real quick here just to kind of show you some perspective on this. So their floor price is $555 right now, meaning that the cheapest D-God that you can purchase is $555 times 1604. So that's a lot of money. They look like these. So Frank D-God, Frank is the owner of the project. He created it. He's the founder. And then he went on to create a secondary project called Utes, which obviously is doing very well as well. A floor price of $150. So we made the announcement a couple weeks ago that D-Gods was going to be heading to the Ethereum blockchain, and Utes is going to be heading to Polygon. So that was a big deal in the Solana space. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it outgrew the Solana space, because I think the Solana space is a premier coin to build NFTs on, but they're going to the big leagues. They're going to Ethereum, the OG blockchain with NFTs. So I really wish them the best of luck. There's no ill will at all. Like, I honestly, I hope they do really well, because I think that will bode well and kind of have people looking back going, hey, you know, that Solana chain, if these came from there, what else is over there? But it's kind of creating a vacuum now. And so I think there's a lot of opportunity for projects to step up to the plate here and really make a wave in the Solana space. So we're starting to see other projects. What's going to be the next big one? Everyone, that's the question, is asking. So recently, a new coin came out, built a meme coin on the Solana chain called Bonk. It has just been the talk of the town. Kind of like Dogecoin. Everyone's looking for the next Doge, the next silly meme coin that's going to take off. Well, Bonk seems to be the one that a lot of people consider that to be. So whenever that happens, you see NFTs on the Solana chain. It's a copycat world. You start to see projects build off of these silly ideas, these tropes. So look at number one. In the past 24 hours, a project just launched called Bonks. So we're going to take a look. This is the number one project in the past 24 hours, and they haven't even been around for 24 hours. So the floor price is at a 13.69, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really know much about this project, so we're learning together on the show here. 13.5 floor price, a total volume of 91.2 thousand Solana already. That should show you there's a lot of demand in the marketplace for this. Now, here's what I love. What Magic Eden implemented. They kind of put news breaks, news flashes on these pages here. So 6 hours ago. So here we go. I told you it was under 24 hours, under 6 hours. Bonks Mint sells out. Secondary trading live. Mint has sold out. NFTs are now unfrozen. We utilized OCP for this mint. So any transfers between wallets should be done on Magic Eden and My Items versus directly in the wallet. Well, I don't have one, so it doesn't matter. So it looks like they are going the route of unrevealed, so they're all the same. How many are listed here? Excuse me. So there's 1,082 of these listed with a floor price that high. That's really interesting to see. It's just another layer. There's really no standard on the Solana chain if you're new to this, or you're just kind of digging your heels in. There's no standard to how these projects are done. So, in my opinion, when they do these unrevealed ones, what that means is all the pictures obviously are exactly the same. All the attributes are they're all hidden. Now, what that means is if you buy one, a lot of people will scoop up a lot of these because in here there's going to be some rares, there's going to be some mythicals. No one knows what is going to be revealed here. So it's interesting to see what happens to the floor price once these projects are revealed. Really don't know much about this. I mean, it just says a PFP art collection for the bonk community. So I guess as long as you own bonk, if you're all in on this idea of this meme coin exploding, you're going to want this NFT. I don't really know if there's any utility or whatever, but it's really risen to the top in the first day of it coming out here. So we'll keep an eye on it. This is why I want the show. I want to talk about these projects that we see break the mold, and then next week, let's see what happens to it. It'll be fun to see these trends. I'm going to do 52 of these shows every Tuesday. So tune in, set those alerts, and like I said, if you got any comments or any questions or any feedback, let me know. Just hop in the chat, and we'll go from there. So Immortals. Now, Immortals has been around. It's interesting to see them pop up to number 2. Now, let's take a look. Maybe something's going on with them that we don't know about. 3,333 pixel nightmares haunting the Solana blockchain. Developers of Solana Shuffle. A provably fair NFT and soul jackpot game. Gambling is really popular in Solana. You see a lot of these Degen coin flips and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the analytics here. So, wow, they have really taken off. They had a floor price back in December, late December. So they came onto the scene last week of December. So they have been around that long. They had a floor price of 8. They have a floor price of 35 right now. That's pretty darn impressive. I'm not really sure why that happened. So if anyone has any feedback to these guys, please let me know. Let's just take a look at their website. Why not, right? We're going to explore these things live here. They said it's a provably fair project or gambling, so that's probably why people like doing it. Look at this. Holy goodness. A lot of volume. 236 soul in this Casa Grish. So I don't really understand what this is. You just kind of gamble on here. I'm not going to waste too much time here digging around, but obviously it's a gambling website. I'm not really sure what the connection is with the NFT and the gambling site, but check it out if you're interested. Seems to have exploded recently, so good for them. Congratulations. I love to see in a bear market projects do really successful for them, or be successful and do well for themselves. I think that's a testament to the strong community in the Solana world, and it's I think it shows the hope and the positivity in people as well. So Utes, like I said, is going to be leaving. They're number 3. They're going to be heading over to the Polygon blockchain. ABC, this has been a really fun one to watch. The art is very silly. This is what it looks like. If you're unaware, they really busted onto the scene. They did a little bit of stealth type mint. It's a collection of 10,000 immutable NFTs, 0% royalties. Made to remind you how fun things were when we were kids before growing up. Let's never stop having fun. And they make it clear this is a true, fact. There is no official Twitter or Discord, so it does have this little bit of air of mystery to it, which is kind of cool to see. When you take a look at the history, though, this is what it was wild to see the rise of these guys. They came around in August. Look at that 1.234 price. Get it? ABC 123. That's what they minted at. Now it has a floor price of 188, and it was impressive to see it go to 71. Look at this history here. So this is the thing. I think this is a good lesson to be learned in this world. Is at least my opinion. When I buy something, I buy it to hold for the long term. There are day traders. There's plenty of day traders. There's plenty of flippers. There's plenty of people who are really disingenuous in this space that create a lot of artificial hype and then they'll pump and dump, and that's not what I want to be. I just want to have a candid conversation on a weekly basis. All right. Milan Vape, look, Selkie. They just launched. Great project from a Toots member. Okay. Selkie, let's see if it's in here. Celkey. Okay, here we go. So floor price of 3. Okay, let's talk about it. This is why I want to do the show on a weekly basis here. Let's learn together. So let's dive into this one here. Thanks for the suggestion, Milan Vape. Cellkeys is a humble dev project integrating combinable off-meta PFPs and one-of-one art while open sourcing all the software written along the way. That is what I really like to read. I think open sourcing software, I think, is really the future of the success of any of these things. This is a passion project created by a software engineer from the ground up. No roadmap, just a dev's to-do list. Let's take a look here. All right. So they're straight up like they're keys to a keyboard. Very cool. Let's take a look at let's poke around the website here. Let's see what the website here. Connect wallet. All right, I'm not going to connect my wallet right now, so we'll stay off of that for the time being. Let's take a look at their Twitter. Cellkeys minting now. Here we go. Okay. I love to see this kind of stuff. They didn't mint out yet. Okay, I gotcha. So they're still minting. It's an off-meta integrate. Okay, we already read that. Where are they minting? Oh, that's why I asked me to pull up my wallet. Okay, let's see. Let's connect my wallet. Oop. Oh, okay. So it's a really low mint price right now, 0.323. There's 869 of them remaining. Unfortunately, this is my wallet, like I said, with all my NFTs. Yeah, so I'm not going to mint here, but hey, maybe I'll mint in a later date. Yeah, it was actually a little bit cheaper, Milan Vape. 0.369. Love the 69 at the end. Hey, cool. But what I was getting at on the Twitter here is, I love to see, obviously, like I said earlier, there's no standard for NFTs. There's no you see this is great. You see, but I got someone here that's following my nonsense on the internet, kind of, saying, plugging a little project here, like, hey, take a look. Very humble. They're following 28. They have 138 followers. This seems like very genuine. So I like it. I really like it. Here we go. Let's read their pinned tweet, shall we? Let's give a little press here. What are Cellkeys? Essentially, pixelated keys from a keyboard. The character trait consists of the 26 letters from the alphabet 0 through 9, major special characters, and the major command keys, the letter of which are the one of ones. Why keyboard keys? I'm a software engineer, and I love what I do. So I thought amusing to pay homage to my tools. On top of that, keys are relatable, no matter your location or background. We all use them to communicate, their gender and life form neutral. The goal, Cellkeys at its core, is a personal developer project. This has been my way of learning blockchain dev and getting acquainted with the space from the ground up. The goal is to integrate combinable off-meta PFP art and one-on-ones while open sourcing my code. I really like that. I think that's really cool. So I will mint this offline. That is my promise to you, Milan Vape. That'll be that's my way of saying thank you for being a part of the stream here and participating, showing me this cool project here. So thank you. I love it. And you got the follow live on the stream, and I promise I will be minting that. So cool. I appreciate the suggestion. All right, let's get back to the stats of the week here. So obviously Utes and D-Gods are going to be up there, but honestly not much longer. These guys are they're heading away. So Tayo Pilots, Gods, a lot of that, normal players that you see up here in the popular ones here. I'm telling you, I think Claynosaurs, if I was a betting man, I'd be betting on Claynosaurs to be the next project to take over the Solana space. I think these guys are going to be the heirs to the top spot throne, that vacuum that D-Gods and Utes are going to leave. Look at this. They've hit 1 million total volume already in their short experience on Solana. Let's look at their analytics before we take a look at their art. So they've only been around since the end of November, and they've already done $1 million in trade volume, which is absolutely insane. Milan Vape, another good project on ETH. Okay, this one is OCB Alpha. All right, so I'll take a look at that offline. I'm trying to stick to strictly like Solana projects for the show here, but I appreciate the feedback, and I really thank you for hopping in and throwing some good projects my way here. So let's pick up here with the Coinosaurs. So Coinosaurs, like I said, came into the fray right around Thanksgiving. They've already done $1 million. Now, they started off crazy hot at 35, dropped to a 22 floor price. Hindsight being 2020, man, I wish I hopped in on this because, man, Solana was down to like $8 around Christmas, $9, and it was at a 24 floor price. Could have got in. Now it's at a 40 floor price. But I think the real attraction is the art. I mean, look at these. They're clean, and the team behind them have worked on some really high-level stuff in the past. So that's why I think they're primed and ready to take over the space. They have a lot of impressive things in the works, and there's a lot of things that I think they have planned that are going to blow, a lot of these other projects out of the water. And I think the timing was really good for them to enter the space and breathe a breath of fresh air to a space that, to be honest, was dominated by D-Gods and Utes. So I think, like I said, not to beat a dead horse, but people are looking for that next big thing. I think Coinosaurs, if I were a betting man, I would put money on Coinosaurs being the next big project in the space. So hopefully we can look back on this in the future and say, wow, Goldie was right. He knew what he was talking about. All right. So that's Coinosaurs. What else are we looking at? Let's look at some other top ones here. OK Bears. You know what? I was pretty bullish on them before. Now, not so much. And I hate to say it because, I got to eat some humble pie. I thought they were going to be a lot bigger than they were. They were hanging out at that 100 floor price for quite some time. Man, they got up to 229 at one point. And this was, that was May of 2022. And that was a month after they launched. So they were up there for a while. And then they had a lot of resistance around that 100. You could see them hovering there around June, July. And then it dropped to 53, hovered around there for a bit. Then it really dropped down to 28.95, but that was a part of the big crash, so you can't really hold it against the project itself. Now they've been in a pretty steady incline ever since. They're hanging around that 65 spot. Honestly, just really haven't heard a ton about them. Their presence, you see a lot of projects making a lot of noise on Twitter. Cats on Crack, for instance. That's why I made the decision to get one of those, because OK Bears, I don't see them being that active or building too much. So, but hey, I mean, again, could be wrong. I'm just here talking on the internet to nobody, to a bunch of strangers. So, I could be completely wrong, and these could explode. But it feels like the excitement on these guys has worn off recently. So, it's interesting to see. I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes. Once D-Gods and Utes officially leave, it's going to be really, really exciting to see what happens here. All right, Milan Vape, what do we got here? You say, no, I appreciate you. So if you are only on Sol, this one is not out yet, but watch UR Club. Check it when you have time. Okay, UR Club. You know what? We can look it up now. Why not, right? Let's have fun. Let's get weird with it. UR Club Solana. Let's see. It's not Solana Bees. Okay, let's go to Google. I'm using Bing here. UR Club Solana. Oop, I put U Club. UR Club. There we go. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. Is this it? Okay, we have obituaries from Buffalo County, Nebraska. I don't think that's it. All right, well, do me a favor, Milan Vape. Shoot me a DM. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know if you have any links that I could follow. We'll take a look at it. I promise you, we'll do that. Also, Solana Monkey Business. This is another one that is kind of been the Solana Monkey Business has kind of been the premier one as well on this project. They are old school as you could get on Solana. But look at that total volume, 1.6 million, 292 floor price. This one you get for the community. The DAO is just one of the most powerful ones in the system. So what you're buying is a ticket to access in the community for a lot of great alpha calls and access to other projects. So Solana Monkey Business, I think, could be one primed and ready to take over once D-Gods and Utes leave. All right, so I think this is enough of checking the insights over the past week. I always, I think a fun part, too, is checking out the games. This is where I personally think the biggest opportunity lies in gaming with NFTs. I think this is just such a new concept to let's call them normies, right? People that, let's face it, wouldn't be watching this show, right? Or wouldn't be looking at my my Twitter is very different than my friends' Twitter. My friends are all, fantasy football and politics and all this. You go on my Twitter, it's all just NFT stuff. So outside of the NFT bubble, I think the biggest opportunity is gaming, or at least one of. So I like to take a look at the games. For instance, Steppen, the number one game on Magic Eden right now. I have 9 of these shoes, which gets me to a specific tier. I don't really want to go too far down the rabbit hole, but basically this is a move to earn project that they gamified. So every time you go for a walk, you earn tokens called GST. It stands for Green Satoshi tokens. Those tokens are redeemable on the marketplace, or they actually are tradable on Coinbase. So there was a period of time on Coinbase, I'm going to show you my assets here, GST. So GST is obviously not worth a lot right now, but it's kind of not at least in my world, like I told you, I invest in projects for the long term. I'm not a day trader. I'm here to learn. I'm here to understand the ebbs and flows of this marketplace. But all time, just to show you, back in April of 2022, GST spiked to $10 a token. So you would literally go for a 20-minute run and make 22 GST. You make $220 for a 20-minute run, 20-minute walk. It was wild. People are making thousands of dollars because the more shoes you have, the more earning potential you have, and so on and so forth. Now, obviously, this chart did not pan out the way that most people were hoping it would. Okay, Milan Vape, sorry. Milan Vape, it is the same thing as my YouTube handle. Go for the Goldie. If you DM me on Twitter, I'll go take a look at it. Just GO, the number 4, THE, GOLDY. So, when I said gaming, I think is the next frontier. Gamifying fitness, I think, is a very specific niche of gaming that has unlimited potential. And I think that Steppen is a project that has so many followers, high profile people who are involved in the project, and a strong community with the game. It's flawless. It really is, the app. I think it's going to be Web 2 adopting Web 3 projects like this. I think that's how you're going to see a lot of these things move forward. And I can see Steppen being bought by Apple. And then all of a sudden that changes the game. I think that's the way forward. So you have different kinds of shoes. You got walkers, you got runners, joggers, all trainers. So that's a really, really cool game. If you walk, you run, you work out, that might be a project you want to take a look at. It's a very fun game. Photo finish horse racing. This is another one I think is really interesting. So you can either buy a horse, you can buy the PFP to kind of show that you have a horse, but it's live horse racing, and your horses get better. They have different attributes, and it's fun. It's kind of a passive game. You kind of just sit there and watch it happen, but you're also involved. You're improving your horse's statistics through racing. You're risking and wagering money. You can't DM me on Twitter. Okay, let me fix that. Was that you that just followed me? Let's see. I got a notification that someone followed me. Let's try that. Let's see. I just shot you a DM if that's you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll see. I made it turn DMs off. I was getting so much nonsense spam. It was just, I don't remember, but maybe I did. That would make sense. All right, onward. Photo finish horse racing. A cool one. Portals. Now, portals. This one was like the premier metaverse project when it bust on the scene. Ever since, it's kind of been in like a holding pattern. I really haven't done too much diving into this one, but it does look very interesting. I'll show you the website because they continue to build from what I think. I mean, look at the graphics on this. Pretty sweet. Yeah, this is a really interesting project. Again, let's do the demo. I always say, like I said, previously about Moonland, it's kind of the Wild West right now. We're all basically trying to figure out, where these projects are going to fit in the whole picture, the whole puzzle, and also what's going to make it and what's not going to make it. So the metaverse projects, I think, have a lot of opportunity here. Okay, so here we go. So I'll just do default avatar. What's Ready Player Me? What is this? This is all new to me. Masculine, for sure. Let's go. All right. I'm not going to take a picture. Continue without a photo. There we go. Me with hair. That'd be nice. And glasses. I don't have glasses, but... Loading my avatar. Come on. Wow. All right. Fine. This is good enough. Oh, a name field. Where's my... Oh, my name up here. Okay. Obviously, we're going to be Goldie. I'm not going to sign up. There we go. Let's go Goldie. Enter. Okay, cool. There's my guy. Can I just play the damn game? Oh, here we are. Okay. So this is the demo. This is kind of cool. Can I move? You guys look around. Look at that. There's a pixel punk over there. Oh. Oh, you can play games. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, we're playing Pac-Man. I never was good at Pac-Man. Oh boy. Ah! All right. Suck it. I shouldn't have eaten that. Oh. We did it, baby. Look at me. All right. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so that was cool. Eggs out. Okay. So this is the spot here. I mean, you can totally see See, I don't know. I'm so torn on metaverse because I think augmented reality is the next big thing, not metaverse. Like a fully immersive experience. I think combining real world with augmented reality, I think that's more of a higher desire. But don't get me wrong, I have a Quest 2, and when you do it, it's amazing. It's just you're a little too disconnected from reality, but that's just my opinion. I'm an old man, so who knows? But portals, that's you're looking for proof of concept right there. That's really cool. Obviously a high entry point, but hey, the premier chips, blue chip projects are premier for a reason. So portals. You know what? Honeyland is interesting to me. This is a strategy game on the phone. I haven't really played it. I don't know if they have a playable game yet, but they consistently they've been doing well from what it looks like on the old trends. Now Yaku, this one I think just looks really cool. So the capsules are the land, not the land, but like your little room or your property. They have a floor price of 5.88, so it's still not outrageously priced. If you want to get in, this is the way to do it. So the Yakuverse, you can buy your space there. Now this is the avatar. So I like how they have it broken down. So you can buy your avatar. These are your guys that'll be playable in that world. Again, it's a very similar floor price of 5.27. And then you have, this is the cars, I think. Yeah, the motorcycles, very similar floor price, 5.77. So this one, again, who knows what metaverse is going to win, how many will make it, how many won't. But I would say odds are this one would make it over wouldn't make it. So those are the games. Then we start to get down here. I'm not going to really dive into really any of these over here. But speaking of games, I do want to show you one game that I am obsessed with, that I play quite often, and it's called Alpha League Racing. So let me pull it up here. Give me 1 second. Alpha League Racing is, let's pull it up. Bam. Let's turn the music off because this does have its own music. There we go. All right, the music's gone. So you can see here we're on the main website. Alpha League Racing, race, own, build. Now you don't need a car specifically to play the game. You can play the game without owning one of the NFTs. You do need a car in order to win some of the prizes that they offer. So I'm going to plug this in here. All right. So I use a PlayStation 4 controller to play. I'm not a keyboard guy. I know some people are. I'm not that good at gaming. Oh. The camera's screwed up. Let's fix that. Here we go. All right, we're back. So I'm going to connect my wallet. Here we go. Play now. So I didn't take a look to see what tournaments they may or may not have going on right now. Let's see if they do. Tournaments. No tournaments. All right, so we're just going to play the game here. So we'll go to training. And here are the different levels. Now, I'm going to play the Alphaverse one, and I'm going to show you why. I did this on the show last week, and I'm going to show you why. We'll play a couple rounds. So, number one, right now. So, this is what's cool, is even when there's not a tournament going on, you can still just play and compete for top spots. 19.174. Top spot. Let's see where I am. I'm number 14 in the world right now. at a 20.244. So we'll see if we can't beat that. We'll give it a couple shots here. So I did it in an Evo 4. I'm pretty sure my spot won't change. Yeah. So Evo is just the evolution of the car. So the higher the evolution, the faster the car, but also the harder it is to control. And then you have muscle cars and Rangers. So Rangers are kind of the Jeep-looking things, and muscle cars are like a Mustang. So that's the whole idea there. There's the Rangers. So Rangers are number 5 in the world. So that's pretty sweet. All right, so let's hop in. So I'm gonna play. What car should we do? I'm gonna go. I'll go the 4 Ranger. Let's do it. My little pink lightning, my Pink Panther here. Sound should be on. I'm not sure what's going on with the sound here. There we go. We got sound. We're live, baby. So like I mentioned, I think that I just love this game because it is just, they've been at it for a long time. It's a playable game. It's play to earn. I love racing games. I'm a big Mario Kart guy. I race in real life. I just love the idea of racing. So this just kind of ticked a lot of the boxes for me as well. But once I got to actually meet the team and get to know them a little bit, it made me even more bullish on this project. They continue to deliver, and they're actually building an app that's going to be a part of the Solana phone as well. So that's really cool. These guys are groundbreaking. We're loading. Give it some time here. This will be the last thing we do today. We're almost done. See, like I mentioned, you could also play in the keyboard or connect the controller. I just connect my PlayStation 4 controller with the USB and just let it rip. We're loading. It'll get there. Come on, you can do it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. Mylon Vape, thanks for all the suggestions, and thanks for being interactive. I really appreciate it. So, just wanted to say thank you for that. This is going to be a weekly show. I'm going to build on it. I'm going to start doing giveaways. Who knows where the direction will go, but I just want to, be a part of the community, explore, learn together. I am unbiased in my opinions. I'm not being paid by anybody. Any of that crap. I hate that artificial pumping. I'm going to go back and restart this. See if we can't get this working here, huh? Got to get a couple laps in here. And I specifically wanted to show you this course for a reason. Here we go. All right. I think we just had a bad connection the first time around here. So I don't know if you caught it. There was something as it zoomed in here. Check out the first turn. Look at that logo. Woo! I'm a part of the game. Oh, man. And that's what's cool, too, is it shows you your shadow. And then once you beat it, then it shows you the person that's ahead of you. So it's a really cool, like, you can see the lines that they take. And I don't know if you noticed in the middle, you have like limited booster. Oh boy. We lost control. Keep going. So you got to use your boosters. Oh my god. Cut it too sharp. A little out of control here in the beginning. We got to get a handle down. Oh boy. We'll get a handle down. It's trying to get too fancy, you know? Oh boy. As I said, I just launched myself off a cliff. Cutting them too close. I'm getting greedy. Getting greedy, folks. Ooh. I'm waiting to see your comment pop up on the side here. I can't say. Oh boy. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. It's a great pleasure, buddy. In those dark hours, the connection with a great human being are grateful. I've been scammed last Christmas by a project and lose everything. So meeting with people that are generally great is a pleasure, mate. This game looked cool. Thank you for sharing. Hey, listen, man, or woman, or I just say man. Listen, that's really terrible to hear that you got scammed. That happened to me too last year. And that is the worst. That's an unfortunate reality of this space. And unfortunately, I feel like it's a coming of passage for a lot of people. You know, like I said, including myself. Jeez, I can't make that turn. Yeah, that sucks to hear. But we'll be in touch. And you know what? For being so engaging today and for being so nice and sending me some projects, I'm going to send you a car, all right? DM me your wallet address and I'll shoot you over a car. Sound good? So you can play this game. We'll get your wallet back up. I told you I'm going to start doing giveaways on the stream every week. I'm going to get creative with them. And for the first giveaway of the year, I'm going to give you an Alpha League racing car, all right? Jump in on the game. I'm not with it today. I suck, so. But yeah, just DM me your address, and I'll make sure to get you a car. Sound good? Man, I'm having a rough go at it today. All right, we'll do a couple more attempts, and then I gotta eat dinner. It's getting late here in Texas. Ooh, that was a good turn, but I didn't put the boosters on. See ya. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're hitting some of the good angles. What the heck? Oh, I hit the palm tree. I was doing so well. Getting greedy. Getting greedy. The heck was that? All right, last attempt here. I just want to do a clean lap, you know? Even if I lose, just that corner. Doing a two-wheelie right there. I couldn't decide which way to go. All right, we're going to call it a day. But hey, I want to thank everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Milan Vape, shoot me your wallet address. I'll send you a car. You're the winner of the free giveaway today. So congratulations. Thanks for participating in the show and giving me your opinions. Everyone else who watched, thank you so much. This is a weekly show. So make sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Like this video, drop a comment, set alerts. Tuesdays, 7 p.m. I'll be going live every Tuesday, all right? If you want me to cover something, please let me know. If you want to see any Solana NFT content, I am all ears. On Wednesdays, I make a deep dive in under 5 on a different project. And what else I got on Thursdays? I do a show called Thrifty Thursday where I go cover the most popular Solana NFT projects that are under under 1 Solana. So I continue to pump out a lot of this content. So make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I'm going to call it a day here. So until next time, my name's Goldie. Remember, I'm in Frisco, Texas. We'll see you soon for another Solana NFT Talk